Apple is a company who has prided itself over the years with the ability to go and make all sorts of amazing and incredible devices, or augment existing ones to be even more relevant and prevalent in the world that we live in right now. They made music devices that we could put thousands of songs on, made a phone that is popular every time it comes out with a new model, and their laptops, well, they're just incredible. So what could be next for them? Apparently, making a very special pair of glasses. Allow us to show you Apple Glasses Augmented Reality Glasses details. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. What are the rumors? What do we know? Apple Glasses, also known as Apple Glass in some circles, have been rumored for a long time. So this isn't something that was just announced this year, but it has been getting more hype throughout 2020, and many feel that 2021 will shed at least a little more light on it. The glasses are meant to be a companion of sorts to your iPhone, a VR AR tech setup that allow you to view information on your phone via your glass lenses. Think of it like a holographic user interface that you can view as you go about your day and such without having to constantly look at your phone for information. A very sci-fi-like item, but something that is possibly in one that many people would use if it works as advertised for various reasons. Apple Glass is expected to run on Starboard, or perhaps Glass OS. The augmented reality framework shows up multiple times in code and text documents, meaning that Apple is likely testing activation and application. As you can see, there is a lot of rumor and uncertainty around certain parts of the device, but that's just because it hasn't been widely shown to those who would test it and help hype it up. But that in and of itself raises an interesting question. Why would Apple go and make such a device? To some, it may seem odd that the Apple Glasses are a major thing that Apple is working on, mainly because while it may seem revolutionary, you would have to question just how revolutionary it is if they're able to get it to work in a feasible way. Do they really benefit from having something like this in their arsenal? Here's the thing you would need to understand about the Apple Glass. It may not be the first of its kind, but it might be the first that is actually usable in everyday life. People want things to be simpler for them, and being able to potentially use your phone to get data and then reading it in a more natural way via the glasses could be a major game changer, especially if it's easy to access, control, and use without much effort on the wearer's part. So in theory, this could be something that makes a lot of people happy because it helps improve their routine. And in terms of being revolutionary, as some would put it, it's not hard to do better than what came before the Apple Glasses. Google Glass. Many of you out there may remember that this kind of technology was hyped up years ago by another company, Google. They made Google Glass, an operating set of glasses that would do exactly what the Apple Glass is aiming to do. And as you might recall, it didn't do well at all. When it was first announced back in 2013, Google hailed it as the next big thing in technology, especially when they started to show off the various features that the Google Glass would have, including being able to display information from your phone, do video recording through simple voice commands, and more. But as more and more people started to understand what it was and wasn't, many people felt that it was not only a bad idea, it was an invasive one. If you take out the tech concerns of it working, being able to record people via the glasses is just darn right creepy. There were other concerns as well that made it not the most popular item ever upon launch. Sure enough, the sales of the device were so bad that Google Glass got canceled more or less. So for Apple, the goal is to take what failed with the Google Glass and make sure that they don't make the same mistakes with their Apple Glasses, especially since they know where Google failed and they are often able to improve upon what wasn't appreciated in the past. What about Apple VR? As is their way, Apple isn't just relying on the potential sales of the Apple Glass to push the company forward. They're going and making other devices too that could easily help shape the future in various ways, including the already confirmed and possibly also coming soon device that is Apple VR. Many companies who have their own VR headset are actually getting good sales right now, and the desire to have them is growing with each year. With Apple entering the VR mix, it could shake things up even more, as well as provide competition for those who are trying to take over the market. But the question here is that many rumors state that Apple Glass could have VR capabilities as well. Is it wise to try to push the two items that can have similar functions and abilities at points? That's a bit tricky to answer, but in short, it's not as conflicting due to their current parameters, mainly because the glasses are just that, glasses. They don't block your vision or have you focus on one thing. The Apple VR headset will, and it's designed to give you a focused VR experience, while the Apple Glass is aiming to do more AR and information reading than anything else. Plus, should the Apple VR not take off, they'll be able to use what they've learned in order to push the Apple Glass to be more successful, as well as gauge where the market is for the product. What will the glasses look like? Now, there have been numerous rumors and reports about what the glasses could potentially look like. And as Apple has shown in the past, they like going for very sleek and unique forms of things in order to catch the eye of consumers so that they'll be inclined to buy their stuff. The prototype that is being used now is believed to have a plastic frame. It gets a LiDAR scanner on the right temple, but lacks any other camera, reportedly due to safety reasons. The final version of the glasses could come with some sort of camera in a different material frame, but obviously that is just speculation at this point. Prototype evolution is underway until launch, and supposedly many things can change, which is very much how inventions like this work. You start with what you think you need, and then you just keep going from there. The glasses would be charged in an open position, placed upside down on a plastic stand. This charging stand could evolve in a new material as well with time. Aesthetics may not feel important for something like Apple glasses, but don't be fooled. One of the reasons that Google Glass failed was because they looked ridiculous in all of the ways that matter. Apple won't want to make that mistake for sure. Industry insiders are stating that Apple is taking the best route possible for this problem and are making the glasses sleek, among other things, which is again the Apple way in many aspects. Though a lot could change between then and now, but at present it seems that they're right on track. The price. When you think of Apple products as a whole, you know you're going to be getting a very high quality item most of the time. But the other thing you know to expect with Apple is that when it comes to price, the items are going to be expensive. A current listing has it placed at $499, which obviously would be very expensive for many, but it is important to note that regardless of the function, it's going to be housing a lot in those frames, and thus the price is technically justified to make sure that it covers costs. It's also possible that Apple could redefine it in such a way that they are able to lower the cost to make it more affordable in the overall, but we'll just have to wait and see. The release date. Easily the true biggest question about the Apple glasses is, when are they coming out? Well, the truth is, we don't know, and insiders and experts don't seem to know either because they're giving very different guesses. Early reports said that the device wouldn't be ready for launch until 2023, making it release after Apple VR. Similar reports curbed that and said that 2022, the same launch year as the VR at present, would be the launch year. But then some have said that it might launch in mid-2021. One thing we can say for sure though is that Apple won't release it until they are absolutely sure they have it ready for launch and that most people will likely love it. Now, no one can say for certain how Apple glasses will be received by the community as a whole, but you can bet Apple is going to try and make it their next big thing once it's out. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the Apple glasses that are coming and what they may be like? Do you think that if Apple is able to pull this off, it'd be something you'd want to get? Do you have a friend or a family member who knows about these and is already very excited about them? Or do you think that like Google Glass, this will be another failure of this concept? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe and we'll see you next time on the channel.